Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover some 1993-1994 goodness of G.I. Joe. Here is Beachhead. And Beachhead is in really crazy colors. If you guys are not familiar with G.I. Joe, they were in 3 3/4 figures during the 80s and 90s. And they all came with all different kinds of accessories. This guy here happened to come with this large rifle. He's got his backpack. He happened to have a display stand to put him on so that way he can actually stand up properly. And he also comes with a few other accessories I'll show you here in a few minutes. Taking a really cool, good look at him. He's very well sculpted. I actually like the colors of Beachhead. I know some people really are not into the 90s Joes, which I completely understand that. I get that. But I always have been because I was a latecomer to the Joe scene. I got into a little bit of G.I. Joe when it was when you actually had Snake Eyes in black and Storm Shadow in his standard white outfit. And I remember Beachhead kind of had a bit of a khaki, not a khaki color, but the green, the olive drab color and such. But I never really got those figures. Like the earliest vehicle I can remember is I got this thing called the Slugger, and it was a huge 6-wheeled tank. And that's probably one of the earliest vehicles I got. I did get a Cobra Rattler at one time, so that was the largest one I ever owned. But I really did like G.I. Joe. I always liked it, but I never really got into collecting a whole lot of the figures. And when it came to the 90s stuff, that's where it kind of started amping up a little bit for me, because I like ninjas, I like the wild colors, I like all this kind of stuff, because it really just adds to what's going on in the universe, and it's kind of almost comic bookish. And I think that's one big reason why I like these guys. I do know that there's a whole lot of lineage with the veterans that were actually homaged in the file cards that came with all these, so there's no disrespect against them at all, because I myself am a veteran, so I understand, serving your country. I also thought these were cool because it just gave us a different look at, having action figures that could do all different kinds of stuff, and you can pretty much do anything you really wanted to with these guys. They can, obviously they're supposed to fight, G.I. Joe against Cobra, but there were all different kinds of stuff done with the 90s Joes that I thought was interesting, because he had a team that fought against drugs. They had a team that fought against polluting the world, I always thought it was interesting. It was cool to kind of break off into other different avenues versus it just being the bad guys versus the good guys. It was cool to see that they're actually trying to fight other real world things, which was cool, but it was also done kind of in a cartoony way. Anyway, taking a close at Beachhead, he's really neat looking. And unfortunately, I don't have the file cards to these guys, so I can't really show you the file cards. You can find those online. But he's a really neat figure. I do love the fact he's got the swivel elbow. This is something that came in standard. I want to say it was in 1984, I think, is when they implemented the swivel elbow. Somebody out there that's a Joe guy is going to completely correct me on that, and that's fine. But he's really neat. I do like him a lot. Mine's pretty stiff. He's actually got some decent joints. His knees are pretty good. I do like the fact he's got a pistol here in his little holster, which is kind of neat. And then on this side here, he's got the same going on, and then he's got a boot knife going on here, which is cool. I always thought it was neat that they actually, gave them weapons and such, even if they were wearing absolutely nothing. If he had nothing on him, he still had some kind of weapon armament. This over here is probably a pouch here full of gun clips, and this is the style where you can actually take the O-ring out, so you can replace the O-ring in him if it does go bad. And those do go bad over time sometimes, so there are some 90s Joes that don't have that capability. The Ninja Force ones are really, really bad about it, and that's one thing I'm really sad about. I really wished I could go through and fix a lot of Ninja Force figures because I love the Ninja Force. They're really kind of my thing. I like Kung Fu things, so I'm kind of into that. But he does have this kind of a weird green color going on. I don't think these are discolored. I think this is actually the green that it should be. It's kind of crazy, but I do like him a lot. He did come with several accessories though. He comes with this huge rifle. I'm not really sure which kind of rifle this is, but it's a pretty neat rifle. It's got this huge bayonet on the end. Really into that. It's kind of cool. And then he came with this really strange like laser pistol. It's got this strange stock here sticking out. It's a very strange looking thing. Very sci-fi. I'm not against sci-fi stuff. I love the sci-fi aspect because this kind of adds more of a comic book feel. And I actually like the idea that the buttons are a different color too, like a yellow versus being like just a normal black piece. He does come with a really large backpack. It's got several hand grenades on there, and then it's got all these different kind of pouches. He's got his bedroll on there. It's really neat to see this, and I'm really into that. I think it's pretty awesome that he comes with these. And these are really good quality pieces, too. They're not like kind of a garbage kind of piece. Like I said, he comes with his stand as well. And he comes with a missile launcher. And this missile launcher comes with... Mine only had one rocket. That's okay. And it's a lot like the missile launcher off the... I would say it's off the Ninja Force cycle. It's a lot like that. But mine, this one doesn't want to clip actually. Sometimes these clips don't want to... I mean, if I do this right here and let go, it's going to fire. It wasn't one to lock. And I lost the missile and I'll never find it again. Oh no! Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, dude. Anyway, standing up here so that way he doesn't get too beat up. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to just press this button here in the back. I'm sure it was just jammed, knowing me. Where did that missile go? I'll be right back. I found it! Anyway, Beachhead's cool. And I have quite a few of these figures, so I'm going to go through and show you guys a few of these guys here in the future. But anyway, this has been Plasticon. This is me signing off. Peace out, y'all. See you around because I have plenty more coming your way. That's it for now. Bye!